De spanning stijgt hier in de single. Er wordt hard gewerkt aan The Children of Herakles. Een stuk 2400 jaar geleden geschreven, maar verrassend actueel, want het gaat over vluchtelingen. De wereldberoemde Amerikaanse regisseur Peter Sellars werkt met 17 minderjarige vluchtelingen die hier in Antwerpen wonen, de meeste van hen in het asielcentrum van Capelle. Peter Sellars is wellicht na Michael Moore de meest geëngageerde Amerikaanse regisseur. Hij selecteerde zelf jonge vluchtelingen in het Antwerpse die figureren in zijn stuk. De kinderen van Herakles moeten na de dood van hun vader op de vlucht voor een tiran. Na veel omzwervingen komen ze aan in Athene, de bakermat van de democratie. Daar vragen ze asiel. One of your statements is democracy. There's a direct link between democracy and theater.
The Greeks invented theater as part of the government. Like the judiciary and the legislative, you have the theater. The Greeks made this giant ear in the side of a mountain, and they called it a theater. And they put a seat for every single citizen who could vote. Now that means, of course, only men, because democracy was a wonderful thing unless you were a woman or a slave. And so, meanwhile, every one of the Greek plays is about women, children, and foreigners, the people who were not allowed to vote. And so it was a place where the people you never hear from in the Senate finally can speak. And it was this idea that you can't be a citizen until you've heard these people speak also. And that your voting will be informed not just by the Senate, but by the theater, where the microphone is given to women, to slaves, to foreigners, and to children. And she's going to kneel and say, these boys could never stand against our arms, not even as grown men, whatever you may hope.
These people live in Antwerp right now?
Right now.
In the refugee center?
In refugee centers. And so they're here invisibly, silently. And so for me, one of the most important things is that people should know them, people should hear from them. Mm-hmm. And I look at someone like Mamadi as future Nelson Mandela, as one of those Gandhi figures who can explain the East to the West, who can explain the West to the East, who can move back and forth across cultures, who is coming to us as a messenger of something we need to learn about, and at the same time, when he gets to go home, which you hope he will be able to do in his life, that he will really be able to go home and make a contribution to his people and his culture and his country. It's very important that this person who is, at the moment, hidden away on the top floor of a refugee center in a very limited life, where all the things he's not allowed to do, it's a very long list, I would like to say that for 3 nights, hundreds of people will applaud his existence. She says, I have no need to take away my master's property! And then she comes here and goes, et il faut très vite essayer de lui sauver et de lui mettre dans la chaise.
Can someone help me?
Yay!
But they don't have a text in the play itself.
No, but that's why the whole night is not just the play.
Uh-huh.
The whole night is conversations, food, meeting, discussion, and a play from 25 centuries ago. And so the totality of it is what I love. And so you're seeing something that is really profound, that speaks across centuries, and it's the voice of your ancestors. And at the same time, you're meeting people who are living the epic of the 21st century, right now, here in this city.
It's a Greek tragedy. Many people think that's highbrow, that's high art, very arty. Is it difficult?
Wow, is it difficult? Well, first of all, it's not exactly a Greek tragedy. It's actually one of the only Greek plays that's about good news, because Euripides knew that if you talk about refugees, don't depress people, don't accuse them, don't tell them they're bad people, but in fact, remind them of everything they actually care about. You know, and so the play is actually very powerfully positive. You know, it surprises you in certain ways, but it has a lot of good news in it. That, is it difficult? You know, what I hope it is deep.